Hey, folks, good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. I'm your host, BKP. And there you go. There's the phone number, 706-889-9700 and chief@fetyourdues.com, and all the ways you can follow us on social media. The lighting should be better this morning. We should be able to, a little clearer. I made some corrections here. Now, as you well know, I am not in Georgia, but I want to thank Destiny, who is producing the show in LJ right there. Very cold, very wet, stormy night here in Pennsylvania. Very long night, very stormy night. It was rough. Power went out. All the above. Okay, we got the dog barking in the background. We always have that. So we moved inside. Our last couple trips up here, we were able to work outdoors, but that ended this week. So it's days like today when I guess I just realized, I don't know, is there a time limit? Is there a is there a time limit? I mean, should I wait 48 hours or should I just do it now? What would it be there? Number 12. Bring up number 12 for me, okay? Elijah Cummings, the representative from Baltimore, Maryland, is dead. He died. He's 68. He died. Now, this is Minka attempting to cry. She cannot. I know this is wrong. Minka is attempting to cry, but she can't bring the tears. I know, maybe a facelift or two has got her to where she just can't produce tears. I don't know. I know that's wrong, right? A man is dead. A woman can't cry. And I'm insensitive at 8 o'clock in the morning. And you got me confused with someone who cares. I mean, seriously, I care. I feel today, I don't care. I had to go here because I feel today, I don't believe there's the 48-hour mourning period. If you're corrupt if you are alive and you were, let's use some past tense here. I'm so sorry. I mean, it is really wrong. I mean, I'm just laughing in general, not at just chuckling, okay? Bring up number 5, and we will move right through. Because number 5 there, Elijah Cummings, if I feel, okay, the President of the United States, it just seems like as this a couple months ago, highlighted his district, rat-infested Baltimore. So I believe if you were corrupt and alive yesterday, that would have been Wednesday. So Elijah's helping me keep up with the days of the week. If you were alive and corrupt on Wednesday and you are dead on Thursday, doesn't change you were corrupt just yesterday. Sorry, I don't care. Okay? Let me tell you something. Let me look in this camera and get this day started. You know how many dead black young men there are in Baltimore? You know how many kids are dead in Baltimore? You know how many police officers have been shot in Baltimore? Do you know the disgrace and what has happened and the squalor and the filth that has taken place in that district while your tax money was stolen, misused? We'll call it misused, okay? I'm not crying tears this morning. I'm sorry. I wish him and his family well. I'll pray for them. Is that what you want? I know that's just wrong. I guess it's a morning like this when you realize and come to terms that I'm just not a really good person some days, right? Because let's see, I'm like Minka Brzezinski. I can't cry over this. All right, so maybe I should move along and I should go to much more serious kind of things. Like, let me see. How could I move from the corrupt decay of Baltimore and Elijah Cummings' district and that he's dead from 68 and Minka can't cry? Now, I've got to be able, let me look through my pictures here. There's some way that I can come up with something Let's see. Give me number 41. Nancy Pelosi is bat S-H-I asterisk crazy. She is crazy as hell. How insensitive can I be to open the show? Nancy Pelosi has lost her mind. She's crazy. Now, this was all staged. It was all set up, and the media is not run. They've not run one narrative that, Nancy had a meltdown, but look at the byline there. Democrats angrily walk out of White House meeting after Trump meltdown, after Trump. So I'm going to have to go with the president of the United States on this one. CNN put it up there, and they did a good job. So that way I can, I hope someone calls 911 over at the House chamber, number 67. Number 67. The president of the United States tweeted out, Nancy Pelosi needs help. She's batshit crazy. Ooh, she's S-H-I asterisk crazy. I'm sorry. That was wrong. Was that wrong? How insensitive could I be? It's already like just after 8 o'clock. Elijah Cummings dead. Mika Brzezinski cannot cry. Can't bring herself to tears. And then Nancy has lost her friggin' mind and should be put in a home. Nancy Pelosi, help fast. She needs help fast, the president says. There is either something wrong with her upstairs. I mean, she's lost it. This broad has lost it. There's something wrong with her upstairs. Or she just plain doesn't like our country. She had a total meltdown in the White House today. Now, okay, let me say this because I may have one or two lady viewers out there. Look, how do you put any enhancements you choose? I mean, I'm thinking about getting my eyes done. You know what I mean? Any enhancements. All right, good for you. Go for it. I got no problem with it. So I don't want to make it sound like if you've done anything cosmetically that I'm criticizing you. But I have to tell you, there's a humor side of hearing Nancy Pelosi in a meltdown and thinking of how plastic her face is. I'm sorry, just saying. That's me. May not be you. Every time I freaking hear meltdown, I think of Mika Brzezinski. What a meltdown. We'll get back to that face. And Nancy, oh, wow, now there's a meltdown. She had a meltdown in the office, White House. She could make a whole new candle, the Pelosi candle. Senate candle. She had a total meltdown in the White House today. It was very sad to watch. It was sad. Mika Brzezinski almost came to tears. Pray for her. She's a very sick puppy. My words. Nancy's a sick puppy. She's a sick person. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Nancy Pelosi needs help fast. She is one sick woman, okay? Trump was measured at the meeting. Tweets, Nancy Pelosi needs help fast. Call 911. That woman's lost her marbles. Oh, what else do we have this morning? Okay. Number 77, if you have that available. All right. Wow. Destiny, very good. I sent 77 pictures today. We're going to jump all around here. So number 77, Pickens County, Georgia. Let me just say this for a reason to our national audience. I don't know when the PP police, I like that one, the PP police that are going to attempt to come after, I think they will. It's just my opinion. So separate boys and girls bathrooms procedure reinstated. So a Pickens County school system in Georgia, boys will be boys and go in the boys' room. Girls will be girls and go in the girls' room. And if you can't figure out what's happening, you can wear Depends. You can go to grocery store and get Depends, and you can just wet your britches today while you're waiting to figure out what damn bathroom you need to go in, or you can go in the nurse's bathroom or the teacher's lounge. That's right. So here's your options in Pickens County today. Just my opinion. I got to say it's my opinion because let me tell you something. This guy is, I think he's first class. I think the superintendent of schools of Pickens County, Carl Wilson, first class guy. Okay. Me, I'm a little radical from time to time. In Pickens County this morning, if you're a boy, go in a boy's room. If you're a girl, go in a girl's room. If you're transgender, you got a choice. And I'm not joking around. Go get some Depends and just wet your britches. Or you get to go in the lounge, teacher's lounge, or the nurse's bathroom. Now, let me tell you, sadly, because I do stand on the side of the school system, all right? And I'm tired of this being up front as an issue. And I'm going to read a quote from the superintendent of schools, Carlton Wilson. I call him Carl. I apologize, sir. I apologize. I got a lot of respect for this guy, Carlton Wilson. Okay. But I will tell you this. Here's where the PP police will swarm the LGBTQ community that is concerned about a young transgender student getting a bladder infection because they don't know where to go. It's interesting. They want to have gender reassignment surgery. We pay for it as a government, as taxpayers. We pay for their gender reassignment surgery, but yet they only have two genders to pick from. I'm telling you, if the LGBTQ gets civil rights in the Supreme Court, if that comes down, I tell you what, my dogs are tax deductions immediately. All right. So that being said, not being silly, where I think the PP police will come down on this and come after us, because you do realize if a child goes in a bathroom to the nurse's station, or if a child goes into the bathroom at the teacher's lounge, you're considering them to be different. Okay. That will highlight they're different. That will highlight that they don't have an area that belongs to them. So watch what happens here. I support Pickens County. Okay. Homeschool your ass, period. Okay. If you are out there and you have a grandchild or a child and they are transgender and you can't figure out what bathroom they go to in a public school where our tax money, 99% of the tax money comes from us, not 1% comes from the LGBTQ, we'll give them 2%. So 98% of our tax money comes from 2% only comes from the LGBTQ community. But let me say this: stay home, homeschool your kids. All right. Additional, Superintendent Carl Wilson stated, this is not a Pickens County issue. I agree with him. It is not a Georgia issue. It's not a Southern issue. So it's not Pickens County. It's not Georgia. It's not a Southern issue of how this is a national issue. And it's ripping apart the very fabric of public education, making it virtually impossible for schools to do what they are supposed to do, educate our children. I agree. This is ridiculous. It's ripping apart the fabric. We're supposed to be focusing on educating our children. That's what we're supposed to be focused on. All right. Superintendent Dr. Carlton Wilson went on to say, we are calling for strong leadership at the state level as well as the national level as schools and communities continue to grapple with issues like fighting expensive lawsuits and diverting valuable resources from what should be our only focus, educating our children. I agree with you 100%, Dr. Wilson. I appreciate those comments. We'll see what happens there. So that is something I wanted to open up with this morning. Let me go to one more thing before we go to our first break. Now, number 34. And I want to say this, number 34, because I want to talk about this when I get back. Yes, I know Sonland is testifying. Some of you are probably coming off the rails with me. Oh, you're not focused on the right issues. Yeah, I think I am. I think I'm focused on them. I'm letting ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN tell those lies, okay? I got it. Sonland is going, the ambassador to the EU is going to testify today. Great, good, whatever, all right? Number 34 on your screen. This is big, and this is what we have to pay attention to. McConnell tells Senate Republicans to be ready for impeachment trial of Trump. McConnell said the Senate would likely meet 6 days a week during the trial. Lawmakers said. You do realize the Senate is the remove part. You realize that? I'm going to show you a poll that makes what Mitch McConnell says to me very nervous. Are they trying to push us into a civil war in this country? Because I'm going to tell you something. Impeaching alone, but removing the president and a trial to attempt to remove the president, not going to be good. Not going to like it. Not going to be prudent. Watch it. See, I'm going to show you a poll and why this scares me here. And I do not trust Mitch McConnell. I get it. We're going to go through and we're going to talk about how many judges he's gotten confirmed. We're going to go through and we're going to talk about Kavanaugh and Gorsuch. I get it. The overall trust of this man, just not feeling it. All right. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I guess if you were offended with my opening and chuckling and laughing, let me just say this. If you were offended by my chuckling and laughing at this morning and the way I opened up with, Representative Elijah Cummings, is dead, and Minka Brzezinski was trying to cry, but she couldn't bring herself to tears, and Nancy Pelosi is bat crap crazy. If you're upset over that, I don't give a rat's ass in Baltimore. Take us a break.